All right, so this will be like part two to the last video that I did. Um, so like I'm saying, y'all, let y'all experience and your spirit guide you, okay? But in order to do that, it's a certain level of it's certain barriers you're gonna have to get past, okay? Again, this is why the shadow work is so important, okay? This is why the shadow work is so important because it's gonna be certain preconceived ideas that you have to break down, okay? You have to be able to break it down, um, so that you can come out of that victim mode and then you can take control and charge of your life, okay? And so certain experiences you're gonna need to have, okay? So, you know, it's about resistance. Don't resist it, okay? Don't resist, okay? Because you're gonna go through things that's gonna seem hard, especially for chosen ones who are seeking high knowledge and knowledge yourself. You're gonna go through a lot of different things, and the hardest thing to do is not resist it, okay? You begin to resist it when something happens in your life, comes in, shake you up. I don't care what it is. You might lose your job. You might lose your house. You might lose your car. You might not know how you're going to survive and make it, okay? But you got to ride that wave and have faith in yourself. That's why it's important to be secure with who you are, knowing who you are, and believing in what the fuck you say you believe in, okay? Not just out here saying it, but you got to be doing it, okay? Because you got to prove to yourself, okay? Because when we talking in terms of spirit, we're talking only about ourselves, guys. All of this stuff is within, okay? Nothing outside of you. None of that shit is real, okay? All of the knowledge that you need is literally here. It's inside, okay? It's inside. Anything outside of you is just reflecting what's on the inside, okay? And, one thing I can tell you is that, see, based on my experience, I always let my experience be my teacher, okay? And then I follow where my spirit leads me because, let me tell y'all, when I first started to come into true knowledge and I first heard true knowledge, it was fucking 13 years ago. And right now, at this point, 13 years later, all of the things that I went through between that, within them 13 years, okay, transforming. Most powerful shit. And it's been some traumatic shit, okay? It's been some traumatic shit that I had to go through to get to a point where I am now. Totally secure, okay? Totally secure. And, it's a certain level of experiences that you need to have in order to get there. But stay on your path, whatever you feel like you're chosen to do, okay? Your purpose. Everybody has a different purpose here, okay? No two people are the same. There is no right way and there is no wrong way, okay? It's whatever gets you there. And so, that's why I'm saying, that shadow work is important because there's certain barriers that you're going to have to break down. Preconceived ideas, hurt, trauma. You have to deal with all of that stuff before you can even get yourself to a level where you can truly begin to understand yourself, okay? And your universe. All of that shit is in here. All of that, okay? And I know you hear it a lot and the shit begins to sound cliche, but yo, I'm telling you, I could tell you, based on my experience, y'all, this real true shit, okay? And so, like I say, I came into knowledge 13 years ago, but because I was resistant to the information, to what my spirit was telling me, it took me fucking 13 years to get where I'm at, okay? And I'm still not done. You never are done, Okay, you learn every single day. Get the path to getting to know yourself is a path of transformation. Okay, and it's no particular time. Time don't exist in this. Whenever you get it is when you get it. Okay, whenever you get it is when you get it. So that's why I'm saying don't be so resistant to things going on around you. Don't be looking outside of yourself. Okay, for answers, because it's all in here. Okay, and yes, I read tarot, but I understand that it's a tool. Okay, that's what you need to understand as well. Nothing's wrong with you going to get a reading. Nothing's wrong with none of that. But understand, it's a tool to help elevate you and propel you to the next level, stage. Okay, so like I said, we all have different experiences. I know I'm jumping around, but I'm just talking. We all have different experiences. What my experience mean for me don't mean that that's what your experience is gonna be for you. Okay. And a lot of people out here are stuck in the religious mindsets, and some of y'all might be struggling with that at this time because some of y'all chosen ones and highly spiritual ones, very intuitive ones, were raised in religion. Okay, so that's a barrier that you'll have to break down. That's an example of a barrier that you have to break down, because you definitely gonna have to come out of a religious mindset, because that automatically puts you in a box. Okay, it automatically puts you in a box. You are your own God, so whatever something means for you, that's what it means for you. Everybody's not supposed to be the same. This is not a spirituality. It's not a congregation. Okay, it's not that. Now, we share ideas, we share experiences. Okay, but it's no one experience. It's no one experience. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, on my journey, the reason I know I needed those experiences within that 13-year period to get me to where I am and to get me to the level of consciousness that I'm at right now. Okay, like I said, a lot of traumatic experiences, not understanding, but still following my spirit, letting it lead the way for me. And now I know that every single experience that I've had up until now, I needed it. That was my teacher. Okay, experience is the best teacher, y'all. Experience is the best teacher as long as you're taking the lesson. Okay, don't be a victim. Always put yourself in the equation. Okay, whenever you go through something, always put yourself in the equation. Whenever you learn a new level of knowledge, when you're reading that book that you just went and bought, always put yourself in the equation. Okay, and when you put yourself in the equation, you get a better understanding. Okay, you get a better understanding, because everything is connected. Okay, it's basically like the journey to getting to know yourself is basically like putting a puzzle together. Okay, everything is connected, but it's a never-ending puzzle, because you never stop learning. You're always going to have new experiences come to you. All right, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's up to you to figure out, what that experience means to you. Okay, so continue to follow your path. Continue to do your work. Okay, don't let somebody tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. Okay, don't feel like, don't live in fear. Okay, don't live in fear. All right, everybody's not going to understand your point of view. Okay, that's your point of view for a reason, because it's for you. So when you come into, the first thing we like to do, and I was this person too, when we come into knowledge, okay, we like to go out and try to teach other people. Okay, and they just don't fucking get it. They looking at you like, you, what's the fuck wrong with you? You crazy. Like, they really start to look at you like you fucking crazy. Okay, and then you let that shoot down your self-esteem, You let that question you as to what you know, and you can't differentiate reality versus non-reality. So now you crisscross on the inside. You fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Now you fall into that resistance because you're letting things outside of yourself shape what you know. All right. So you ain't gotta be out here trying to teach. That's religion. Okay, that's religion. Whatever you pick up, that's for you. Okay, whatever realization you come to, that's yours. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you sharing it, but to push that on somebody else, don't do that. You're just gonna upset yourself because those people who you're trying to teach and push your shit onto, they got their own experience, so they can't relate. They're not gonna be able to relate. So don't even put yourself through that. Don't put yourself through that. Please don't. But that's just a step in the process, okay, of waking up to true knowledge. So that's what you're gonna be trying to do at first, out there, more than likely trying to get other people to wake up. The ones who's supposed to wake up to true knowledge, they gonna get it. So you do not have to worry about them. You focus on yourself and you do your work, okay? You do your work. Because the people who are supposed to get this level of knowledge, they gonna get it. And guess what? When they get it, guess what they gonna come to? When they need help. Trying to figure out some shit. You know, you're gonna be the person that they gonna come to. So continue to work on yourself. Continue to elevate yourself. Get as much knowledge as you can. Don't get stuck on anything. Okay? Don't become stuck. Knowledge is never ending. You don't get stuck. Keep moving. Okay? Take from it what you take from it and what it means for you. Apply it to your life. Okay? Apply it to the way you view things. Okay? And just keep moving. Keep learning. Keep learning. Learning never stops. All right? Even right now, I've come to a certain level of realization. So at this point, this is the point where I'm at. I'm just being urged to speak. I don't know what it is within me that's making me do it. Okay? It just is what it is. Okay? Spirit. My own divine consciousness. My higher self. Okay? That's just what it is, y'all. So I'm going to take that back saying I don't know what it is. But, some of y'all are going to feel like that. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm being urged to do it. That's your spirit and your higher self talking to you. Okay? So that was a perfect example of what I just did when I say I don't know. Okay? You know what it is. See, that's still working and learning, work in progress. You always a work in progress. Okay? It be simple shit like that. Change. That's reprogramming. Change your language. You're so used to saying I don't know that it's coming out when you know. See what I'm saying? So you never stop working, y'all. And I'm glad that just happened. I'm glad I just said that. Because that's a perfect example of you never stop learning and you never stop elevating. Okay? We have been bogged down in this matrix for so long that you have to break down those preconceived ideas. Okay? And you got to become the knower. Okay? You have to become the knower. And I'm still on my journey. I'm just sharing my experiences with y'all. Okay? And that's just what it is. So, that's what I wanted to say. I know I got a lot more to say. I got some more experiences and all of that I'm going to share with you all. But, that's what I want to share, y'all. So, till next time.